welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'll be showing how I made this burgundy box braided wig with crochet braids. Stay tuned to watch the process. So I'm starting with the spandex dome cap and I'm going to stretch it on the canvas head. I'm putting T-pins on the cap just to keep the dome cap in place. Here I have a 2x6 lace closure that is 8 inches. I put the closure in a ponytail with a rubber band to gather the hair together, so that it won't get in the way as I sew it down. I'm placing the closure in the middle of the dome cap because I want a middle part braided wig. Now I'm using the weaving needle and nylon thread. I doubled the thread and triple knotted it at the end. I'm going to sew from one side of the closure to the other side. I also use T-pins to spread the closure on the cap so that it lays flat and helps the closure stay put as I sew around it. So here is the closure sewn to the dome cap. I'm putting the hair back into a ponytail again to start sewing the crochet braids. I'm using the Motown Tress Big Box Braid 30-inch in the color T1B/118. The crochet braid is being sewn on with the weaving needle and cotton thread. I am using a single thread that is triple knotted on one end. For each crochet braid, I am sewing through the middle of the loop about 3 to 4 times and securing it by knotting the thread 3 times. The braids around the cap is my guideline. This helps to know where to place a braid and how much braids to put as I continue to sew. I've finally sewn around the edge of the cap and this is what it looks like. At this point, I put more braids on the cap. I'm going to follow the guideline and do the brick method. On each row of the crochet braids, I am spacing out the braids from each other. Then as I move up to the next row, I am sewing the braids above the space and in between the braids of the previous row. This is the top of the closure and I sewed some crochet braids around it. Now I am putting more braids on the cap and focusing on the placement of each braid. Also keep in mind that leaving space prevents you from having too many braids on the cap, but gives you the option to add more braids later if needed. For each row, I am continuing the brick method all throughout the cap. I am sewing the braids from the back of the cap to the side and then to the top. Eventually, the cap will be filled up and covered with braids. So far I'm done sewing the braids on the cap. This is how each row and braid has been spaced and how each braid falls into place. I'm cutting the dome cap from under the closure. When cutting around the closure, don't cut too close to the stitch. Leave a little bit of the dome cap out in order to sew it down under the cap. Now it's time to braid the closure. To braid the closure, I opened up the extra crochet braids and I'm going to use this hair to braid it on the closure. I am doing the traditional box braid on the top. I use the Shiny Jam conditioning gel on the closure to keep the hair in place. This is optional, but I left hair out in the front to style the front of the closure. I am sectioning the braids and dipping them in hot water to seal them. Then I towel dry the braids. Here I am adding the Freetress braid deep twist 22 inch in the color 99J. I'm crocheting each wavy strand mid-length of the braid so that the ends of the wavy hair and the box braids will be the same length. To finish the style off, I'm adding Lotta Body Wrap Me Foaming Mousse to keep the wavy hair smooth and control any flyaways. At this point, you can customize the hair to your liking. This is the finished hairstyle. I hope this video was easy to follow. Thanks for watching and see you all in the next video.